Welcome to the Reimagine Syria program on behalf of Global Nomads Group, Save the Children, and the Immersive Journalism Lab at the University of Southern California. أهلا وسهلا بجميع المشاركين ونرحب بكم في برنامج سوريا في عيون الشباب باسم منظمة Global Nomads Group، منظمة إنقاذ الطفل ومختبر الصحافة التقني في جامعة جنوب كاليفورنيا. اليوم نحن قمنا بجمع الشباب من سوريا، الأردن، الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية ومن جميع أنحاء العالم عبر الإنترنت للمشاركة والتعلم عن بعضنا البعض. My name is Ali, and I'm happy to be here today to guide our conversation. My colleagues in Amman, Jordan, Ihab and Lisa, will be helping to translate. Please say hello.
Yeah, hi, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ihab. I am working out of Global Nomads Group Jordan office. I'm here to support Ali in this video conference. Lisa.
Hi, my name is Lisa. I'm working with Save the Children, and I'm gonna translate today with you.
Thank you. لماذا نحن هنا اليوم؟ الشهر الماضي إذار 2015 كان الذكرى الخامسة لاندلاع الحرب في سوريا. بعض المشاركين معنا يشعرون بتأثيرها بالشكل اليومي وآخرون يسمعون عنها فقط في الأخبار. Over the next hour today, we will investigate the realities and media images of the Syrian war, explore how conflicts impact our daily lives, and most importantly, get to know each other as fellow human beings. So let's start with the last part. ينضم إلينا اليوم طلاب مشاركين مباشرة من عمان الأردن، لوس أنجلوس الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية، وأيضا مشاهدين عبر الإنترنت من جميع أنحاء العالم. If you're watching online today, I'll ask that you please introduce yourself in the Q&A chat box to the right of your screen with your name and location in either Arabic or English. You can type in your questions and comments throughout the program so that we can include you in the conversation. And now that the business is out of the way, let's get started with some introductions from our groups participating live. So I'll ask to start with Mahatta. Can you please introduce yourself and the Community Center in Amman, Jordan, and share where the students are from in the room and what you do at the Community Center? Thank you.
تحكي لنا عن شو احنا عم نعمل هون وليش جينا اليوم هون؟
صباح الخير، أنا اسمي وعد. احنا هون بمركز المحطة المجتمعي. المحطة منطقة تقع في منطقة عمان. احنا هون بناخذ عدة دورات، دورة تصوير دورات نفسية ودورات حاسوب. بناخذ كمان دورات أخرى. من هالدورات بناخذ دورة تشمل دورة C2C وهارت وعندنا كثير شغلات.
كيف جيتي هون اليوم؟ كيف وصلتي للي احنا فيه اليوم؟
وصلنا هون جينا من المدرسة لهون، استمعنا لهم رفقاتي لحتى نحكيكم نحن عن بداية العسكري.
So hi, my name is Waed. I am in Mahatta, Amman. We are living in East Amman. We are here in the Mahatta Center because we take courses in photography and in computer. We gathered here because to attend the video conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Waz. And can you share where the students you're with are from? Are they from Jordan, Syria, both? Thank you.
طلاب اللي معنا أغلبهم من سوريا، الأردن ولا من وين بالضبط؟
في طلاب معي أكثرهم من سوريا وفي بعض من الأردن.
So most of us are from Syria, but we have few Jordanians in the class. Thank you.
Thank you, Wad. Let's now go to View Park High School in Los Angeles in the USA. Please share where you're from, what your community is like, and a little bit more about your preparation for this program. Thank you.
My name is Daylon Davis. I attend Virt Preparatory High School in Los Angeles, California. And LA is like the capital of entertainment, so here we have a lot of popular basketball games and concerts in our community. And it's very compacted with local businesses, food places, and schools, so you'll never get bored here. And it's usually warm all the time. It doesn't get too hot or too cold, which is good. And my personal opinion of the virtual reality experience was very real to me because instead of just reading about it, I got to experience it firsthand, and it made me more appreciative and eager to help them.
Thank you. Let's pause for translation, and I'll ask that View Park, if you can come up to the front to speak in the future, that would be great, and pause a little more frequently for translation. Go ahead, Ihab and Lisa. Thank you.
Can you please repeat what you said? We were not able to hear. Thank you.
Sure, can you come to the front and give your introduction again? Thank you.
In Los Angeles, California. And LA is the capital of entertainment, so we have a lot of popular concerts and basketball games hosted in our community. Okay, it's constantly busy and compacted with local businesses, schools, and you never get busy here. And the climate is usually warm, so it doesn't get too hot or too cold. And in my opinion, the virtual reality experience was very real to me because instead of just hearing about it, I got to experience it.
Let's pause for translation before talking about the virtual reality. Thanks. Go ahead, Ihab and Lisa.
فكانت بتحكي طالب انه مسلية وهم ما بيزهقوا، يعني في كثير شغلات ممكن يسووها خلال النهار يشتغلوا فيها، ومن هاي النشاطات ممكن يحضروا موسيقى، حفلات
أو مباريات رياضية. كانت عم تحكي كمان عن تجربتها في الفيديو اللي شفناه اليوم، الواقع الافتراضي، وهلا بدنا نسمع منها أكثر.
اوكي اكيد.
Go ahead.
The virtual reality experience for me was very real because instead of hearing about it, I got to experience it firsthand, and it made me more appreciative and eager to help them. Thank you.
التجربة اللي شفتوها امبارح هم عاشوها كمان نفس الشيء، فكانت كثير قدرتها كثير وقدرت الوضع اللي شافته بهذا الانفجار بهذا الصورة اللي عاشتها. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. We'll hear a bit more about this virtual reality a little later in the program. But now I'd like to talk a little bit about what our daily lives look like. And before we actually see some images, I want to ask both groups, before this program, what had you heard about each other's communities or countries? After translation, why don't we start with one or two students from View Park, and then we can go to Mahatta. Thank you.
كانت عم تحكي انه هلا بدنا نبلش نحكي عن حياتنا اليوميه، عن حياه الاطفال في لوس انجلوس اليوميه وعن حياتنا، بس هذا الشيء رح يصير بعد ما نشوف الصور اللي اظن انه شفناهم، مجموعه الصور اللي اختاروهم من صور لوس انجلوس ومجموعه الصور اللي اختاروهم منا احنا كمجموعه. واضح؟
وراح نبلش باسئله من المدرسه لوس انجلوس بالاول فيو بارك، وبعدين انتم راح تاخذوا فرصه انكم تسالوهم عن شغلات في مجتمعكم. Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, LA.
Well, before the war, I read that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Davidra, and before the war, I read that Syria was a very beautiful place, and a lot of tourism happened there, and that it was a very peaceful and elegant place, and people often went there to try new things like the food and to look at the agricultural aspects of everything. And I'm interested in learning more about you guys and um, just helping to better myself and you guys by the end of this. So thank you.
حكى الطالب بامريكا انه قبل الحرب كان بيعرفوا عن سوريا انها بلد جميله وعميقه وفيها كثير شغلات انه فهو حابب يسمع منكم هلا شو رايكم؟
المفروض مثل ما حكى سوريا كانت على اسبوع المفروض كانت بلد حلوة، كان فيها كثير أشياء مثلية، وكان فيها آثار كمان قديمة، يعني ما فيها شيء أبدا. كل ما بدي أحد يعني ما أو شيء إنه نروح ننزل على سوريا أتفرج على الآثار القديمة.
So Wa'ad, what you said is right. Syria was beautiful and it was entertaining, and there were a lot of monument places that they used to visit. And thank you.
Thank you. Let's hear from another student at View Park.
Hello, my name is Sabrina, and before I did this project, I didn't really know much, but from what I heard from the news, I've heard about using nuclear bombs and other ways, like other ways to hurt the citizens, and that if America got involved, that there would be a relash for the United States. And I want to learn more about what you're interested in and how what would life be like, or what you want to do if you had the opportunities that we have.
Okay, so سابرينا اللي حكت بتحكي سابرينا انها ما كانت تعرف قبل كثير عن سوريا الا عن طريق الاخبار فهي سمعت فرضا عن قرات فرضا عن جديد عن في شغلات يعني كثير شغلات سيئه كثير هلا هي حابه تعرف منكم عن ايش
عن شو انتم رايكم، او شو انتم رايكم بالشيء اللي هي حكته، إنه شو كانت حياتكم في هذا الوقت.
يعني احنا كنا عارفين حال يعني كان بدنا يعني خطاب مضبوط سألته كان هو يعني كان يطلب معه علينا يتأثر ناس وأطفال كثير ما هو يعني صار أكثر يعني.
Yes. So Afra, I'm Afra. You are right. We are living in war. We lived in war, and there were a lot of bombs and chemical bombs that are being disposed by yeah, and it killed a lot of children, and we are affected from it.
And with time, it only got worse. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Afra, Sabrina, and Davidra. Let's now hear a little bit from Mahatma. Before the program, what had you heard about Los Angeles or the United States? Thank you.
أحمد.
الضمانات العالية وآثار يعني عم تقدمها.
Okay. So my name is Ahmed. What I knew about USA and Los Angeles is the high buildings and the civilization that is present there. Thank you.
حدا ثاني بحب يجاوب؟ جمال؟
أنا اسمي جمال. أنا بعرف عن لوس أنجلوس إنها مدينة حضارية متقدمة، كانوا يصنعوا فيها مشهورة بالسينما، وهي مدينة يعني ساحلية وجميل فيها جميع أنواع الترفيه.
So, yeah, my name is Jamal. What I know about Los Angeles is it's a civilized city that's famous of cinemas, and there are a lot of entertainments in Los Angeles. Thank you.
And it's on the coast.
Yeah, it's a coastal city. Thank you.
Thank you, Ahmed and Jamal. It seems we've both heard some positive things about each other's communities. View Park, are these ideas of Los Angeles the whole picture? Is this an accurate representation? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jonathan, and yes, this is a pretty accurate representation. Here we're pretty civilized, and we have a lot of entertainment mediums such as cinema and such as live comedy shows and things of that nature. We also do have buildings, skyscrapers, things like that. And yeah, it's a pretty beautiful city.
اسمي جوناثان، هو عم بأكد الحكي اللي حكيته، عندهم كثير عمارات عالية وعندهم كثير مشهورين بالسينما هم. كمان في عندهم زي مسرح بيحكوا فيه نكت، يعني بيكونوا هم واقفين عم بيرتجلوا عم بيحكوا نكت عشان يضحكوا العالم. فكل اللي سمعتوه هو صح عنهم، أو كل اللي بتعرفوه صح عنهم.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Jonathan. We also talked about some negative things, clearly, that have happened in Syria and neighboring countries, a lot of violence that people have faced. Do people in Los Angeles face violence on a daily basis, and what does that look like? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Amaya. On a daily basis here in the Los Angeles community, we do face certain violence, such as gang violence, where groups of people come together and they do violent acts, such as they rob people, they can kill people, different tragedies of that nature. So we do face a lot of that in our community. Thank you.
Okay. الطالب بأمريكا بيحكي إنه وهاي المشاكل الدرجة الأولى هم عندهم عنف بشكل يومي، وفي عندهم مجموعات لنفرض زي ما بنحكي احنا عصابات بيسرقوا الناس وبضربوهم وبيعملوا مشاكل، فهذا الشغله بواجهوها بشكل يومي. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's now get a clearer picture of what a day in your lives looks like. To prepare for this broadcast, both groups created photo stories showing a day in their lives, and we're going to show just a few of those photos now. I'll pause for translation. Thank you.
Okay, هلا رح نشوف الصور. Ali, can you? Yeah, thank you. رح نشوف بعض الصور عن يوم في حياتكم، ورح نعرض على الاتجاهين، شو اللي عملتوه انتم وشو اللي عملوه على لوس أنجلوس، ورح يكون على الشاشة هناك. اوكي، فلازم تفرجوا على الشاشة عشان تعرفوا. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And as we show the photos, I want to ask each group and those watching all the way from Kabul, Afghanistan, Myanmar, the United States, the United Kingdom, and Canada, I want to ask you to think about, is this similar or different than my own life? And you can also participate in these photo stories by adding your own photos on our blog. More info on that later. So as we translate, we're going to show photos from Mahatta and then go to View Park. Thank you.
الصور عندك شوي أكثر.
For those of you watching, these are photos taken from a number of students' Preparatory. We just took a select few to show you a bit about what a day in their life looks like. Thank you so much, Mahaka. Now we're going to show a few photos from View Park. Again, these show a range of students' photos, but we put them together to show a little bit about a day in the life for the group.
Okay. Thank you.
And for those of you watching in our online audience, Shagufa in Afghanistan and Ruth in North Carolina will get to your questions in just a little bit. Thank you for participating. Thank you so much. Let's now have a little bit of time for discussion and questions about the photos you saw and other questions on daily life. Why don't we start with a question from View Park, and we can go back and forth with answers and questions. Thank you.
In your photo slide, I saw a picture of a phone, and I use my phone to get on social media and talk with my friends and do homework and research and stuff of that sort. And I was wondering, how do you use your phone, and if you're on any social media networks like Instagram or Twitter or Facebook? Thank you.
الصور اللي شاف صورة للتليفون وعليه الواتساب، فكان عم بسأل إنه هو عم بحكي إنه أنا بستخدم تليفوني بإني إنه بساعدني تليفوني على إني أحل واجباتي أو إني أفوت على مواقع التصفح، الفيسبوك، الإنستغرام. فأنتوا بتستعملوا هدول المواقع؟
ولإيش بتستخدمون تليفوناتكم؟ بس تفضلي يكون.
ليلى طبعا نحن الاستاذ انه عندنا بيطلب منا انه مثلا شيء تقرير عن درسنا، فممكن بالمكتبه انه ما نلاقي هالشيء، فممكن نضغط على جوجل او على مواقع التصفح وناخذه ونستفيد منهم بدراستنا اليوميه.
So my name is Layla. I use one of the uses of my phone is that our teachers ask us to do reports, and when they go to the library and they don't find what they are looking for, they use their mobile to Google to search on the topic that was requested from them. Thank you. في حدا ثاني شباب بده يحكي لي ايش بيستخدم تليفونه؟ Okay, my name is Muhammad, and I use my phone just to know other people and to get connected with them. Thank you.
أنا اسمي وعد. ممكن إنه نستخدم التلفون بعدة شغلات، مثلا إنه إذا صار في حالة طارئة أو شيء ما ممكن إنه نكتب رقم ونحكي مع حدا يعني ممكن نستخدمه في الحالات الطارئة.
Yeah. So my name is Wa'id, and I usually use it for emergency situation, an emergency situation. Thank you.
Thank you, Wad. Let's take a question from you at Mahatta for View Park students and go back and forth.
بدنا نسمع سؤال عن الصور شفتوها. تفضل.
العدة اللي صورها بتاعت التصليح ليش صور؟
Okay. So my name is Tariq, and I was wondering. I saw one of the pictures. There are tools, and there is a pen in the middle. So he was wondering what this picture resemble. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Trent. Nice to see you all. And I'm someone who likes to make things, different things. So a lot of times I'll have tools around my house. And it's just a part of my life. I just, some people are really good at sports. I just happen to be good with tools. I make all types of things, speakers. Usually, sometimes I work with wood, metal. It just depends, and that's what I do. Thank you.
اوكي فالطالب في امريكا هو بيحكي انه هو دائما بيستخدم الهاي يعني عشان يعمل شغلات سواء من خشب او من حديد فهو دائما بيحكي هاي جزء من حياته بيستخدمه عشان يعمل شغلات يصنع شغلات. ثانك يو. كمان سؤال عن الصور. زكريا.
انا زكريا. احنا عندنا في عمان المدرسة ساحة اللعب اللي عندكم في مدرستكم ساحة.
Zakaria, my name is Zakaria. We have a playground at our school, and I'm wondering if you have playgrounds at your school where you can play. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Robert, and because we're at a high school, we don't really have playgrounds, but back in our younger school years, we did, and we would play on them every single day at lunch. Now we mostly just sit on benches while we eat and talk with our friends. Thank you.
وديفيد بيحكي انه هلا هو وصل لمرحله الثانويه فهم مش حاليا ما بيروحوش كثير على على الملاعب وبيلعبوا بل هم بيقعدوا على مقاعد الدراسه وبدرسوا على اساس انه هلا مرحله.
لما كانوا بعمركم كانوا بالمدرسه في ملاعب عندهم يروحوا يلعبوا فيها وقت استراحه الغد. ليلى؟
لا هو حكى انه هاي العدة هو بيصنع فيها شغلات، شو الشغلات اللي بيصنعها؟
حكى زي سماعات مثلا، يعني هو بيعمل اشياء بيستفيد منها بحياته اليومية. جمال.
أنا جمال، بس نحن عندنا هون زي هذا المركز اللي يعلمنا وكان نرشدنا ونتواصل مع الآخرين، هم عندهم زي مراكز غير المدرسة.
So my name is Jamal, and we have a community center here in Amman where we learn things, new things, and I am wondering if at your end in LA you have community centers where you go and learn about things. Thank you.
Thank you, and maybe I'll ask both groups.
My name is.
You answer in View Park. We can go back to Mahatta. Thank you.
My name is and there are a lot of community centers here located in Los Angeles. Like you can go to the YMCA or you can go to the Boys and Girls Club, and there's a lot more community centers of that sort. Thank you.
هم فعلا عندهم كمان مراكز زي اللي عندنا وبيروحوا عليها طبعا للي بحب يتذكر.
هو بس هي مش مراكز، هي تعتبر أندية يروحوا عليها عشان يعملوا نشاطات.
الYCA
جمعية الشابات المسلمات المسيحيات. Thank you.
Thank you. And let's hear from Mahatha. What is your daily school or community center life like? And after that, we can take another question from View Park. Thank you.
المدرسة والمكتب. كيف تقضي اليوم بالمدرسة والمكتب؟ سارة.
اسمي سارة. احنا بنقضي الوقت 8 ساعات بالمدرسة، بناخد فيها حصص وبعدين بنيجي على المركز ناخد النشاط اللي بيكون عنا، بعدين بنروح على البيت ونبلش ندرس.
Okay, hi, my name is Sarah. We go to school for 8 hours, and afterwards we come to the center to take the activities, different activities. Then we go
back home, do our homework, and then go to bed.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, my name is Gary Dancy, View Park Prep student. I want to know, based on the picture of you guys playing basketball, do you guys play any other sports? Thank you.
هلا من الصور اللي شافوا ملعب كرة سلة، في ناس عم بيلعبوا سلة، فبدهم يعرفوا انتم بتلعبوا باسكتبول وشو كمان رياضات بتلعبوها.
اسمي طارق، نلعب غير كرة السلة كرة القدم. Thank you.
Yeah. So my name is Tariq, and we play basketball and soccer. We have soccer games as well.
سارة، برضه غير كرة القدم والباسكتبول ناخد ركض ونط حبل ونلعب ألعاب عادية.
So my name is Sarah, and also we play.
We run and we jump rope.
Yes, and we play cricket.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now that we know a little bit more about each other's daily lives, I want to shift the conversation slightly to talk about the experience that View Park had with the virtual reality and the impact that this war has had on people's daily lives. So View Park did a virtual reality experience with a lab at USC called Immersive Journalism, University of Southern California, where they experienced a moment of the war. And after translation, we'll show a quick video clip of that. Thank you.
Okay, فهلا فيو بارك زي ما حكينا امبارح راحوا على الواقع الافتراضي وعاشوا لحظة من لحظات الحرب اللي انتم عشتوها طبعا. فهلا بدنا نشوف جزء من هذا الفيديو اللي على التجربة اللي عاشوها، وبعدين نكمل نشوف شو اللي راح يكون.
مشان نحكي أكثر.
Thank you.
Thanks. So now you're going to see a quick video clip featuring Nonny de la Peña, who is the creator of this experience. Take it away.
And again, using material that was captured on scene. It's a two-part piece that puts you in a corner in Aleppo when a mortar shell hits, a young girl is singing, and you really can hear the pain and the chaos of the ensuing event.
يا شعب بايدوم سآمن حننا الحرية
amazed at what happened with Project Syria at the World Economic Forum. There was an incredible reaction.
Thank you so much. Can we hear from a View Park student? What was going through that experience like for you, and how did it impact the way that you see this conflict? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Bailey Salisbury, and as said, we were able to get a chance to go to USC to get a live reality experience. And for me, this experience was very humbling, and it made me very grateful for the things I do have. It also made me want to give a voice to people like you guys in order to make a change in this world. Thank you.
اوكي انه بعد لما انتم كتبتوا هذا الفيديو وعشتوه شو كيف اختلف نظرتكم او شو رايكم في هذا الموضوع؟
كلمة اللي جاوبت حكت انه انا حسيت بالتعاطف معاكم، وهلا بقدر انه بعد ما شفت هذا الشيء حسيت فيه بقدر انه اعطي صوتي لكم بانه يتوقف هذا الشيء.
Thank you.
Thank you. And View Park, what questions did this bring up for you? You can go ahead. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Jonathan. Throughout the reality experience, it was very humbling because we hear about your challenges, but we don't feel that people are there. I was just wondering if any of you guys have been in a different country and has impacted you like it has for me. Thank you.
Can you repeat what?
So I think the question was, it clearly impacted the View Park group quite a lot to see this, and making them aware of something they maybe didn't know about through the news. Have you ever, what was that, was the question, what was the experience like for you, or is the question, have you learned about events in other countries?
My question is, have you heard about it? Has it affected you? And you want to do something about it? Thank you.
Have you ever learned about a war or a violent event in another country that's made you want to take action? Thank you.
وهذا الشيء ما كان يقدر يعرف عن طريق الاخبار، فهو السؤال اللي عم بساله هلا انتم شفتوا هذا الشيء بس بسوريا ولا شفتوه عن طريق الاخبار في اماكن ثانيه؟ وشو كان شو وضعكم لما شفتوا هذا الشيء بدول ثانيه؟ يعني شو كنتوا حاسين؟ فهمتوا؟ لا. هلا هو عم بحكي انه انا ما كنت اشوف هذا الشيء، هذا الشيء ما شافه عن طريق الاخبار. لما شاف الفيديو عرف انه عم بيصير هيك في سوريا. فانتوا الاخبار اللي عندنا كانت توصل لكم هذا الشيء بدول ثانيه ولا بس شفتوه بسوريا لما انتوا كنتوا عايشين هناك؟
انا عفراء. نحن قبل ما تبدا الثوره سمعناها بليبيا وتونس وهيك، بعدين ما كنا نحس فيهم على قد لما صار معنا صرنا نحس فيهم اكثر، صرنا يعني نقول انه ما عندنا حق يعني يطلعوا ويهاجموا بلدهم لما صار معنا هالشيء واشتغل. شكرا.
Okay, hi, my name is Afra. Previously we heard about the war and what's happening in Libya. We more felt about the impact when it happened with us, and right now I say that they have the right, Syrians have the right to go and leave the country because of what's happening there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Afra. So to the students at Mahatta, you just heard a little bit about this virtual reality experience, and in preparation for the program, Both groups also researched the war through images in the media and news. Is this portrayal an accurate reflection of your experience? And if not, what are the differences? Thank you.
هلا في بداية المشروع وبعد ما عرفنا عن التجربة الافتراضية صرنا نعرف لا
اوكي هلا انتم عملتوا نشاطات اللي لها علاقه دورتوا على الصراع وعلى مشاكل الصراع، هلا اللي بتشوفوه انتم بالاخبار هل هو حقيقه ما يحصل على ارض الواقع ولا لا؟
أول اللي شفناه بالفيديو عكس شو أنتم شفتوه على أرض الواقع.
So Ali, are we starting with محطة? Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
He's not here.
يا عفرة. Go.
أنا عفرة. هو كان جزء من جزء من الأخبار اللي إجت هيك، جزء من اللي عشناه بسوريا، كان في جزء كثير مغمض عندنا بسوريا، مثل الأكلة ما يجيبوا العدد الصحيح، والشيء صار ما كان كله صح، يعني كان في أكثر من هيك، وكانت يعني الحرب على الواقع طبعا غير الأخبار. مثال مثل لما صار ضرب قذائف علينا هيك ما طلعت ابدا يعني عن الاخبار، ما طلعت لما نحن طلعنا من الضيعه وصار الجيش ياخذوا اخواتنا واولادنا وهيك كمان ما طلع بالاخبار ولا سمعنا عنه.
So my name is Afra. So what's being portrayed by the media is just part of the what's happening on the ground, and when you live on the ground and you see, it will be totally different of what's being in the news, what's reflected on the news. There are a lot of people dying and suffering out of this conflict. Thank you.
Thank you. Another student at Mahatta can answer if they have a different perspective. And after, same question for View Park, has the media ever portrayed a part of your life or community differently than it actually happened? Thank you.
في حدا ثاني بيقدر انه يعطي وجهة النظر بالنسبة انه هل الاعلام صور الحقيقة مضبوطة ولا في اختلافات؟ جمال.
أنا جمال، رأيي إنه الإعلام أحياناً بيكون مخطئ وأحياناً بيكون صح. يعني هسه مثلاً إنه كان عندنا بالحارة مثلاً كان في مجزرة عندنا بالحارة صارت، فالإعلام ما إحنا طلعنا على الأخبار نشوف شو صاير برا، لأنه كنا مختبئين هنا، شفنا نشوف شو صار، كم واحد ميت، كم واحد جريح، فإحنا اللي شفناه العالم من برا قاعد بيحكوا لنا إياه بالشارع إنه غير اللي كان بالأخبار، يعني الأخبار كان عدد أكبر. فبعرف إذا أحيانا بكون الإعلام مخطئ أحيانا بكون صحيح.
So my name is Jamal, and in my view, media sometimes it portrays the right picture, sometimes it portrays the wrong picture. Like for example, in my neighborhood there was a massacre, but the number of people killed when we went out after the massacre was less than what the media did reflect. So yeah, thank you.
Hi, my name's LaShawn. Just as your media has a tendency to not tell the full story of what's occurring in your community, the same thing occurs to me in my community and for my people. The media has a tendency to focus on negative aspects of my community and then make that the standard for everyone that inhabits our community, which are minorities such as Black people and Hispanic people. What this then does is make this a standard for everyone and create a stereotype of our people. This then leads to more racially fueled crime, such as the ones occurring right now, with police officers killing unarmed Black men. For example, the Tamir Rice incident, where an 11-year-old boy was killed.
Could you pause for just one moment for translation, and then you can tell about Tamir Rice?
Okay.
اوكي اللي كانت تحكي الطالبة في امريكا انه زي ما احنا عندنا الاعلام بيصور شغلات مش على حقيقة الفاتحه. فهناك نفس الشيء الاعلام في عنده ميول انه يصور الشغلات السيئه للاقليات. فاحنا لما نحكي على الاقليات نحكي على ذوي البشره السمراء وفي جرائم اللي هي جرائم الدفاع اللي هي عن العنصريه، هي ما بين فرضا في ضابط شرطه امريكي قتل شخص اسود على اساس فرضا بشرته سوداء. وهلا راح نكمل. Thank you.
Okay. For example, the Tamir Rice incident, where a young 11-year-old black boy was killed by a cop who was supposed to serve and protect this country. The cop killed him because he supposedly looked like a grown man and he was holding a gun. However, it was a toy gun and was not real. Thank you.
هلا في حادثة ثانية صارت عندهم إنه في شاب على أساس إنه بيحمي البلد قتل الولد لأنه الولد مبين عليه أكبر من عمره، كان حامل لعبة على شكل مسدس، فقتلوا لأنه فكروا إنه هذا زلمة وحامل سلاح بإيده.
وكان لون بشرته سوداء. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. I have a question from our online audience to build on this issue. Shagufa and Halima want to know, they say that they know there was a war that started in Syria in 2011, but what was it like before? Was there a war before that? And how has this conflict impacted your access to education and daily life? Thank you.
هلا هذا السؤال من برا، من الناس اللي عم يحضرونا بعثوا لنا اياه، عم بيسالوا انه ايش اول السؤال؟
بيسالوا انه الحرب بلشت بال 2012 في سوريا. قبل هيك هل كان في حروب داخليه، صراعات داخليه في سوريا؟ هذا اول جزء، فمين حابب يجاوب عنه؟
استنى لانه مرتبط الموضوع وما بعد. وبعد هيك كيف أثر عليكم موضوع الحرب بسوريا على دراستكم؟
أوكي.
بدرية.
كان أول شيء قبل الحرب كانت سوريا كثير حلوة جميلة، ما فيها لا صراع ولا شيء. بعد ما بلش الحرب أثر على دراستنا وما خلانا يعني خلانا نعطل من مدرستنا وانسحبوا راحت مننا.
ليش عطلتوا عن المدارس؟
لأنه صار في صراع خطف أطفال
وشو كان يصير في المدارس؟
صار في يعني في المدارس صار الأطفال ياخذون شلع أظافرهم وحصون مصروفهم.
لا غير هيك كان في عائلات بتروح وتسكن في المدارس صح؟
So my name is Badriya, and the picture before the war in 2011 was beautiful and great. But after the war, we lost access to our schools, so we were on vacation, and this is because there were kids or students being kidnapped from schools, and there were violence that started at the schools, and also some students were kidnapped and tortured from the school. Thank you. Yeah.
لما صار الصراع كله صارت العيال تروح مثلا على المدارس كلها تسكن فوق بعض، مو نفس العيال، كتير في عيال منهم وعيال تروح على المزارع، كتير في هيك صار.
Okay, so my name is Rama. After the war, the Syrian families went to the schools and they lived there, and they also escaped for farms and also stayed there. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. I want to give time for a question or comment, each from Mahatha and then View Park, questions you have for each other, and then we'll take another question from our online audience. Let's start with Mahatha. Thank you.
عندكم أي سؤال حابين تسألوه للشباب اللي معانا؟
أنا ماسة. إحنا في المدارس بندرس على القلم والورقة. أنتوا نفسنا بتدرسوا على القلم والورقة ولا على أجهزة إلكترونية؟
So my name is Masa. and we here study by using a pen, pencil, and paper. So I was wondering if you guys use the same thing, or you use technology, smart tablets, or in doing your education. Thank you.
My name is Michael, and actually we do use the exact same things to study and take down notes and things of that sort, so that we can go back to it later and we can use the exact same resources.
Michael.
And we also
اسمه مايكل، وهو بالنسبة بيستخدموا من نفس الشيء الورق والقلم عشان ياخذوا يسجلوا المحاضرة أو الدرس اللي بيعملوه، وعلى أساس بعدين يرجعوا له ويدرسوا في البيت. Yeah. Thank you.
زكريا. اسمي زكريا. احنا بالمدارس يعني إذا أخطأنا ننظم، هل أنتم تنظموا بالمدارس؟
So, Zakaria, my name is Zakaria, and here at schools, if we do something which is wrong and misbehave, we usually get beaten. So, Angelus, do you have the same thing happening at your end? Thank you.
We lost you for a moment, Ihab. Can you repeat the comment or question?
So, and here when we misbehave at school, we usually get beaten. And I was wondering, at your end, do you have the same thing happening, or? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Brandon. My bad. Hi, my name is Brandon. Our discipline is usually Saturday school, or like cleaning up around the school. We don't get beaten, but yeah, we usually we have after school detentions, or we have to come on Saturdays, or we have to write standards, or we have the STEP program or suspension. You know, whatever the adults are feeling at the time is really what we get. But yeah, thank you.
هم عندهم في المدارس ما بتعرضوا للضرب، عندهم أساليب ثانية للعقاب اللي هي قدامه يوم سبت بدل يوم اللي زي عقاب إنه زيادة دوام، أو بخلوهم بعد المدرسة يضلهم ساعات يا أما بقرأوا أو بيعملوا شيء يستفيد، بس الضرب ممنوع عندهم بالمدرسة.
Thank you.
Let's take a question from View Park. They haven't had a chance to ask one. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Latier, and I wanted to know how has the impact of the war affected you guys personally, and if you believe that it could have been prevented. Thank you.
أنا طالب في أمريكا، بسأل سؤال من شقين. أول شيء، كيف الحرب أثرت فيكم أنتم شخصيا، يعني كأشخاص، وهل باعتقادكم كان ممكن إنه نتجنبها أو نمنعها؟ جمال.
أنا جمال. الثورة أثرت كشخصية. أول شيء عرفت عنها هي قرايبيني اللي بسوريا، يعني أنا هسه بالأردن بس قرايبيني كلهم بسوريا وكل معارفي كلهم بسوريا.
Okay, my name is Jamal, and the revolution affected me personally because right now I am far from my family, and I don't see them, and most of them are in Syria. So right now we are separated. Yeah.
أنا حابب أسأل عليك تفاصيل ما أخذت والمدرسة قطعت عنا وحقق اللعب وشارك أصحابه وهيك كثير والحرب ما كان فينا نتجنبها، صارت قبل يعني ما لنا إرادتنا.
Okay, so my name is Afra, and the war personally impacted me because I went out of the school and I lost my right to play. And as for the question related to war prevention, it was not our choice, and we did not have. She thinks that she will not have the power to stop the war from happening in Syria. Thank you.
فاطمة.
إنه الأحداث أول شيء إنه بلشت بلبنان وبعدين بلشت بالمناطق يعني منطقة.
My name is Fatme, and I want to comment on the war. The war started in Lebanon and just moved to Syria. Thank you.
أنا اسمي وعد. أنا شخصيا أثرت علي الثورة إنه صرت خاف إنه حتى هون بالأردن مرة لما إنه أسمع صوت طيران إنه هذه أركض أتخبى يعني. كمان أثرت على أخواتي صار معاهم إنه خجل اكتئاب نفسي إنه ينعزلوا مثلا بس يشوفوا أشخاص ما إنه يصيروا يختلطوا معاهم إنه ما يعني عادي هيك لحالك.
Okay, so my name is Waed, and the war did affect me personally. Right now, I'm afraid of most things. I have fear. For example, I have fear when I hear the planes going over our homes, and I go and hide. Also, it affected my brother and sisters. Right now, they are so shy, and they have a sort of depression in their life. Thank you.
Thank you, Wad. Can we also hear an answer from one of the Jordanian students joining us? How has the war in Syria impacted your neighborhood and your community? Thank you.
الحرب أثرت علينا إن سوريا كانت ورد كل العرب خير، والحرب أثرت علينا. كان نفسية كان تعاطفنا مع إخواننا السوريين، وحتى الحرب يعني كمان أثرت علينا كجميع العرب اللي حسسنا في إخوان السوريين. وحتى سوريا كانت تورد يعني للعرب كل أشياء ويعني صناعات.
For us as Jordan, my name is Mahmoud. For us as Jordanians, the war on Syria affected us because Syria was exporting some goods to Jordan and the whole Arab world, and that stopped because of the war, and we became more sympathetic to our brothers in Syria. Thank you.
Thank you. I think that's definitely something a lot of people watching share too. A comment from our students in Afghanistan, they say, before we just knew there was war in Syria but didn't know how it started and the reason for it. And now we've learned that Syria experiences similar pain to Afghanistan, and we feel for you. So after translation, we are technically at the end of our time, but there's a lot of questions, so I'd love to go for 10 more minutes if that's okay. Thank you.
اوكي اول شيء في عشان الناس اللي بتشاهد على الانترنت في تعليق من افغانستان، من حضر افغانستان، فبقول بعد لما شافكم وسمع منكم الحرب في سوريا وشو اللي قاعد عماله بيصير، وهو شافها تقريبا انه قريبه، ما كان بيعرف عنها. هلا بقول انه شافها هي قريبه على اللي قاعد عماله بيصير عندهم في كابول في افغانستان. هذا واحد. رقم اثنين، شباب وشابات، راح نمشي كمان 10 دقائق بزياده على الوقت، عشان نكمل.
حابين يعرفوا كيف بلشت.
وحابين كمان هم يعرفوا كيف انه اوكي بلشت الحرب في سوريا. هذا على الوضع. اوكي thank you.
Thank you. Is it okay if we go for 10 more minutes? Okay, great, thanks. I have a question from our online audience, and then we'll go back to View Park. A couple people, including Sherry from Idaho, I think, and Shida from Texas, want to know from our friends at Mahatta, if you had the chance to choose, knowing that you might not right now, would you prefer to return to Syria despite everything that's changed? Or would you prefer to stay in your new community and pursue education in Jordan? Thank you.
نعم.
هلا هذا السؤال من الناس اللي برا عم يسألوكم إذا أنتم كان لكم الخيار، ومع إنه يمكن ما يكون بإيدكم الخيار، بس هل بتفضلوا إنكم ترجعوا على سوريا ولا تكملوا حياتكم هون ودراستكم هون؟
أنا هدي لا أنا كنت أرجع لسوريا.
ليش؟
حتى لو ضل الوضع هيك؟
So my name is Hadil, and I prefer to go back to Syria despite of the current situation that's happening.
أحمد؟
لا أنا بفضل أن أرجع سوريا لو كانت الحرب هيك بفضل أن أرجع لبيتنا وعلى قرايبنا في سوريا.
Okay, my name is Ahmad, and also I prefer to go back to Syria and live with my family.
أنا اسمي واحد. أنا بفضل إني ضل بالأردن لأن إذا رجعت على سوريا ما راح أستفيد شيء، ما في لا مدارس ولا شيء. أنا بفضل إني ضل بالأردن، ممكن إنه يهدى الوضع بسوريا وما يصير في شيء. باخذ شهادتي بالأردن، شهادتي أكيد هي اللي تكون سلاح. لما برجع على سوريا بشهادتي ممكن إني أعمر بلدي كامل.
So my name is Waed, and I prefer to stay in Jordan right now, as in Syria we don't have schools, and I prefer to take my high school certificate and continue the university. And maybe if the situation in Syria got better in the future, I will have the knowledge and the power to go back to Syria and build in my country.
Thank you. Mahatta, do you have any questions for View Park or our online audience about the conflicts they're facing or about how the Syrian war is portrayed for them? Thank you.
عن الصراع في سوريا وإذا عندهم هم صراع.
Ali, can you please repeat the question?
Sure. I want to give Mahatta a chance to ask any questions to View Park about the conflicts they discussed earlier, or to the online audience about how the world learns about or experiences the Syrian war. Thank you.
إذا عندكم أي سؤال للموجودين معنا وحابين تسألوهم عن الصراعات اللي موجودة عندهم وكيف عرفوا عن صراع في سوريا.
أنا شو وجهة النظر اللي وصلتنا عن الحرب السورية ونحن لما ابننا طالع بحريتنا وحقوقنا كان معنا حق لما.
So my name is Afra, and I would like to know your point of view about the war that happened in Syria, and I was wondering if you think that it was our right to start the revolution in Syria. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jonathan, and I think the war in Syria is absolutely terrible. And I believe that you guys had every right to start the revolution because you shouldn't have your homes taken away or your families taken away or your playtime even taken away. So I think that it was absolutely essential that you did start the revolution. And I hope that you guys can all return home to your futures and your families. Thank you.
اسمه جوناثان، وجوناثان بأيد حركة سوريا، وكان باعتقاده انه كان معكم حق الشعب السوري انه يبلش هذه الحرب، مع انه طبعا فيها عواقب، وعواقبها هي انكم صرتوا مدارسكم وصول المدارس والمرض وكل هاي، فهو شايف انه معكم حق.
هو بتمنى انه بيوم من الايام تقدروا ترجعوا على سوريا.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We are unfortunately nearing the end of our time, but View Park and Mahatta will have more time together later. So I do want to close out with a final question from our online audience to both groups. What are your hopes for the future, and how are you going to address the problems that you see in your daily lives? What are your hopes for the future, and how can you be a part of changing the problems in your daily lives? Why don't we start with View Park after translation and then go to Mahatta. Thank you.
هلا هذا السؤال من برا، هم يعرفوا عنا وعنهم انه شو هي طموحاتكم بالحياه
وكيف انه شو رايكم كيف الحلول لصراعات المجتمع، وهذا السؤال مش من اللي برا، هذا السؤال من عنهم. اوكي؟ Yeah. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jonathan. I would like to say that there are a lot of problems that we have in our community, but I say the best thing for us to do is to awareness, I believe, is the key, because once more people become aware, then at least if you tell one person, then that's one more person that knows about the issues and that can potentially help you out. And I just like to say that it's really hard when people think of changing the world, a world issue, but I think if you have the right mindset, one person can start a revolution. Thank you.
فالطالب في أمريكا بالنسبة له هو التوعية هي الأساس والمفتاح لإيجاد حلول الصراعات الموجودة في المجتمعات، وهو بيحكي إنه أنا بعرف إنه صعب، إنه واحد صعب التغيير، بس إذا كان في واحد عنده فكر وعنده عقل وقادر يشوف فكرة معينة، فهو بإمكانه إنه يبلش ثورة ويعمل شيء في المجتمع. Thank you.
تحكي شو طموحاتك في الحياه
كيف؟ اوكي.
أنا أمل إنه سوري بالأردن يشتغل على حاله، ياخذ شهادة إدارية لما نرجع على سوريا يبني فيها وطنه وبلده، ونحن ثلاثة عملنا هذا الناس. وفينا نغير، فيه الواحد يغير حاله، وعي أصحابه وأصحابه عن طريق الفيسبوك يصيروا أحسن ويساعد بعض.
So my name is Afra, and my hopes is that both Syrian and Jordanians work on themselves and work on the study and get certificates and build up their countries. And she agrees with the View Park students. Everyone can change and can spread awareness by using different social media platforms. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're unfortunately at the end of our time, and I do just want to thank everybody for participating today online and live on screen. For those of you who didn't get your questions answered, hopefully we can try after the broadcast. I want to share a bit more about how to get involved after our hour is done today. And I do want to say also شكرا للجميع على المشاركين. نحن نشجعكم على الانضمام إلينا من خلال. So the first way you can get involved, you can join our photo blog and join us online. To the students in our online audience, we want to learn about your communities too, and you can share about them by posting on the event page where you joined the broadcast. or the blog created by Save the Children. You can post your day in the life photos, comments, and conflict trees if you're doing our curriculum. And the link will be in the Q&A chat box and on the event page for you. كنا عضوان فعالا في مجتمعك وقم باتخاذ خطوات إيجابية. استخدم منهاج Global Nomads Group المتوفر باللغة العربية والإنجليزية لتحضير صراعات في مجتمعك، واستكشف كيف بإمكانك أن تتخذ الأفعال للخطوات الإيجابية. وأيضا بإمكانك التواصل ومشاركة في برامج Global Nomads Group المستقبلية من خلال زيارات موقعنا التالي GNG.org. And lastly, we encourage you to take action with Save the Children directly. This is one way that you can support Syrian refugees and communities directly impacted by the civil war. You can go to savethechildren.org/Syria and turn 2015 into your year of action. So thank you so much. I know that these things are not easy to talk about, and I really respect everyone joining today for being able to share your stories. I'd like to give a final comment to each of the groups participating, starting with View Park and ending with Mahatta. Thank you.
هلا راح تكون اخر تعليق لكم انتم، واحد تعليق من فيو بارك وواحد من عندكم اخر تعليق للمشكله للصراع اي شيء بيجي بالكم. راح نبلش بفيو بارك بعدين راح نيجي اوكي. ثانك يو.
Okay. Hi, I'm Brandon. I think that this series, this project was great, and I got to learn a lot about like stuff that I normally wouldn't look at, and it helped me to understand what I have and to be thankful and not take advantage of the opportunities that I do have, and like really strive to be better and like really help build on what we already have and like continue to make America better and try to help you guys understand where we're coming from and like learn from us too.
التعليق الأخير كان إنه هو من تجربته في هذا المشروع لغاية الآن إنه هو قدر إنه يقدر الشغلات الموجودة حاليا عنده في حياته ويشتغل على إنه تكون هاي الشغلات أفضل وأحسن، إنه بعد لما شاف المعاناة شو قدر أكثر الشغلات اللي هو موجودة عنده، فهو بقول كمان إنه بحاول إنه يشتغل لوطنه لأمريكا عشان يجعلها أفضل. ويا ثانك يو. أوكي ناخذ تعليق منكم. مين بيحب يحكي أي تعليق؟
علي يعني حسب يعني زي ما شفنا واحد يعني زي بيتعلم يعني يسوي للوطن يعني زي سوريا والمناطق الثانية يسوي شيء أحسن يعني يطور فيه خليها من أحسن يعني المناطق كده.
So my name is Ali. From what we saw, we think that I think that I need to work and develop my skills so that I can benefit my country and my society. Thank you. في حد ثاني آخر؟
أنا بحب إنه يستغلوا كل شيء صاير له، لأن اللي صاير له ما صاير إنه نحن لازم يتعلموا مننا إنه بحب إنه ناخذ شهادات وهيك، لازم يستغلوا وقتهم وكل شيء عندهم دراسة صاير.
So my name is Afra, and she is iterating what the View Park student said. Like you need to take advantage of what you have, and like what we said, like we are striving for certificates to go to school, and we hope that you do the same and you take advantage of what you have. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ali and Afra. Unfortunately, we'll hold the rest of these comments for next time. Thank you to everyone watching, and I hope that you stay involved. Ma salama, goodbye everyone, we'll see you soon.